We were raised by a mother who was a feminist. No two ways about it.
And she was tough. If somebody got Lou Wilson mad, her war face was scary. I mean, don't mess with our mom. Just leave a wide berth, you know.
When we went into the music industry, she was more than a little bit cynical. She'd come through Judy Garland and that generation of troubled female stars who had problems, you know. And she would shake her finger at us about all that. Oh, that is such a inconsequential way to spend your life. Anyway, we went ahead and did it because we had to. She raised us in this way to just accept ourselves, and we could go out and do whatever we wanted if we wanted to. And so it came as a big shock and a slap in the face to us when we got into an industry where people went, oh, well, you're a woman, well, check that off, check that off. You got to stay over here. You have to fit into this little box.
We were liberated women. We just didn't think of ourselves as sex objects. We were just people out there being musicians. In the 80s, MTV and all of this pressure just narrowed the focus about it's got to look good, to sound good. At first it was kind of fun. It was like costumery, woohoo, and we're like Prince in the Revolution. And that's cool. And then a couple of years later, it's like, what do you mean put on this corset? What do you mean wear these stilettos? And, it was so cheesecake. There's people like Janis Joplin, for instance. If she had come up in the MTV 80s, I don't think she'd make it. She would have been too independent, I think, for the 80s. So for us, it was a little confining, too, because we...
A little, yeah.
We just wanted to be taken seriously as musicians. And when at one point somebody said, do you really play that guitar, or is it just a prop? I'm like, what? That was the kind of the last straw. We went into all of this thinking we could just be the Beatles, be like the Beatles, be like any of the guys in the industry. We didn't realize that being women would take us totally down a different road than any man would have to travel.